But anyway,
I'm in this movie and I don't like it.
Okay.
What, you're in Wristcutters?
Yes.
Oh.
This movie is basically about me.
No, man.
Oh no. So you're already in the afterlife, Ted.
Yeah.
So did you fuck up your suicide, or did you do
No,
it?
my thesis is that this is hell. Like, it's always been my thesis is that we're living in hell and we are being punished for something we did in another life that we can't remember because it wouldn't be punishment if you knew it.
Right.
Like,
I liked Wristcutters because it's somewhere in between Beetlejuice and
I like Beetlejuice. I can see
what's
Beetlejuice.
the other one where
Stranger Than
suicides.
Oh, Jacob's Ladder. God, I'm thinking a couple other.
Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah.
Jacob's
so
Ladder.
I almost got really, really mad at this movie when he woke up in the hospital at the end. I was just like,
we can cover the ending if you want, but
I was so mad. And then when he turns over and he sees her and she turns and looks at him and smiles, I was like, okay, redeemed.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great
Like,
ending.
that
movie. The movie was like, yeah, this is good. This is good. And the ending was very good.
Yeah, they stuck the landing, and I like that.
Well, it turned it into an Owl Creek Bridge story.
But but that's the thing is I was like gonna call this Owl Creek Bridge Jacob's Ladder ass fucking wannabe like
pulls the rug out from under you.
Yeah, wannabe Who Shot JR bullshit, and then it's like, oh no, they know each other. This actually happened. Like whether it happened, it happened. Like, and because I hate it when movies do the none of this was real thing, or Going After Cacciato, which is a book by an author I really like. And it's the same thing where it's this whole story.
Tim O'Brien.
Yeah, Tim O'Brien. And it's this whole story where they're following this soldier who went AWOL. And then at the end of it, it turns out that it never happened and they're all dead. Like it's like it. I really appreciated them retwisting the twist at the end.
Right. Because the fact that when they made eye contact, they recognized each other, and the only way they could have recognized each other is if it actually happened.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
And because she smiled, they're in.
Oh, also
they're in the real world.
This is like a low budget version of Defending Your Life in some ways.
I was just gonna bring up Defending Your Life.
Yeah.
Yes.
But as a Catholic,
which is coming out to the Criterion Collection in a few months.
Oh, I could definitely say I saw that film like 15 times. So we played it at the Metro, but but that's there's a purgatory, at least in some ideas, is a place where when you die, especially through unconventional means like killing yourself or whatever, you go to burn off your humanity. You're not heaven, it's not hell. It's where you forget everything that happened to you in mortal life, and that's what it felt like. It was this poorly managed little area where people were there to eventually either move on up or down. And you can see that kind of happening in this, where people were getting more and more detached, but people were still hanging on. And it was like his own ecology, basically.
Yeah.
A poorly financed Pear Blossom Highway TMZ holiday.
Oh, by the way, but the character I identify with the most in terms of being me in this movie is the Austrian roommate. Like that's very much I'm the guy who comes in and goes, it's not that you're going to replace the fucking cottage cheese. It's that you ate the cottage cheese without asking me.
Is that Shea Wiggum?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him.
Dude.
No, that's not him.
He's good in everything he's in, man. I loved him.
No, he's talking about the guy, the heavier set guy.
The guy that
Shea Wiggum is the Russian guy.
Yeah, no.
I'm talking about the Austrian roommate from the beginning.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Shea Wiggum was the Boardwalk Empire guy.
That's the guy I like.
Yeah,
he was the best friend.
Yeah. He was.
Yeah.
She's really good too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've seen her in other stuff. Like this is definitely an I've seen you in something movie.
I had to look it up. She hasn't been in a lot, but she has that face that really jumps out,
For sure.
And the former girlfriend is also really familiar looking. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's Sam Rockwell's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Hey, Brian,
Uh-huh.
what movie is she
She's been
in?
in a lot
The
of
girl
stuff.
with the mole?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, She's a mole.
No, I was texting you like the night I was watching. Like this is literally like every
Nice,
indie
Tim.
actor from the early.
Oh no,
aughts,
it was
all in one movie.
and everybody who was
Thank
like
you.
had a summer break from their TV shows doing.
Yeah, half of these people had guest appearances on
Yeah.
Justified.
Yeah, they were just all driven out to like oh god, like Lancaster or Palmdale, getting a hotel room, and they did their thing in one day, and they're done.
Brian has identified the girl as from Knight's Tale. She was in Knight's Tale.
Oh, okay. I never saw it or watched it, so I
saw it.
don't know what that is.
Apparently, Shannon
Somewhere-
Sossaman was a DJ, and she was DJing a party, and Gwyneth Paltrow saw her
Uh-huh.
or someone like that and said, "You need to be on camera." She was also in a movie that I really like that most people don't.
Rules of Attraction.
Rules of Attraction.
Yeah.
That's where I know her from.
That's what I
Oh,
know.
Is that
okay.
the Ruffalo? Is that the Ruffalo?
It's the guy that used to work with Quentin, and the guy that did Killing Zoe.
Yeah, Roger Avery.
It's Roger Avery's
Avery.
adaptation of a Bret Easton Ellis novel.
It's
Yeah.
it's the Bret Easton
Yeah.
Ellis novel that's about what Patrick Bateman's cousin or
Like-
brother, like younger brother, is
Younger
doing
brother.
during the events of
I remember liking it
American
okay.
Psycho. It's not a great movie, but it has great parts in it.
Yeah.
The drug dealer is the best character. in
Ah.
it. I need your apology like I need an asshole in my elbow. He's just shoving him into the table and screaming it.
Exactly.
Which Tarantino stole and put in Kill Bill.
Yes, Clifton Collins.
I'm actually I was digging the locations in this film, even though they were kind of thrown together. I kind of appreciated the fact that the art direction's like everything is really rough and nothing makes sense, and the rules are really arbitrary.
Yeah.
And
There's that weird
everything.
color grading.
Yeah,
Like,
everything was the
like
color
kind
grading.
of
Everything looked
pushing
ugly and
teal.
harsh, and I really appreciated that because that's how it'd probably be.
They wanted to shoot this on infrared film and they couldn't get it to work, so they did it. They did a color pass.
Mhm.
They did a color pass at the end in digitally, but like I think it would have been really wild to see him shoot it on.
These people are out of their minds.
Yeah,
might have got-
'cause
you might have got
like an
tired of that,
early,
though.
Colorization.
I like the way it looked. I like the desaturated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
me
like
too.
weird, like
The-
teal,
And I think they did some
gray.
subtle makeup to make everybody look dead, but they really
Oh no, they were matching the lipstick. You notice that?
yeah,
Yeah.
Everybody looked dead. Everybody actually they didn't
But
do a
it
lot of
wasn't
color and
overdone.
faces. Yeah,
but it wasn't overdone, which was really nice.
they was throwing out a subtle signal. Which is kind of
Everybody just looked tired.
actually you get the part where Nick Offerman shows up and takes his hat off and you see that big old
Miss
yeah. They don't do a
Volcano
lot of that
head.
because you don't see people walking around with blood coming out of their wrists. So it wouldn't make any sense.
Right.
So
Well, but everybody like Jake Busey has whatever the fuck
Jake
happened
Busey.
to it. Whatever happened to his
Busey.
face.
that's
like-
what made this film great. Jake
Yeah.
Busey.
The scar.
That
Yes,
doesn't-
with an iron outline on his face.
The IMDb collective IMDb resumes of everybody in this movie would be about that. Thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, John Hawkes was in there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
briefly. The floating guy.
Oh, and the
Yeah.
Sixth Avenue Bridge too, which shows up in every third movie made in LA.
I
Live
remember.
and die in LA.
Scott, you
I've
had
only
the
been
castle.
under it, never over it.
Scott, you
remember
had the
seeing this
castle image up
movie-
earlier.
Yeah, I did. What about it?
Is that Scotty's castle in Death Valley? What is that?
I don't think they could not have gone that far. This is a Union shoot. Everything had to happen around just north of the mountains. You know that,
They
right?
sure found a lot of shitty looking places within a
Have
a
you-
day's
have you
drive.
driven
Weird.
there?
It's LA.
Have you driven to Pear Blossom Highway? It's a shitty place.
Yeah.
It's where LA
Mhm.
dumps its garbage, basically. That's what's going on over there, It's really-
Literally and figuratively.
Mhm.
I like
So-
the cast. I like the cast of this movie. I kind of wanted more though, just in general.
Yeah. It did leave it left me wanting more. Also, it left me wanting a little bit more, budget or
It had
something.
a weird, goofy melancholy that I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I
It's a
didn't-
weird
I didn't-
shaggy dog of a movie. It just kind of meanders from one thing to the next, and it
Yeah, I
doesn't
didn't-
totally
I didn't-
connect. But the vibe is like very consistent no matter where we are in the story, and I like that. And
Again,
totally
it's
stuck
like
the
an
landing.
80s
I
indie, no budget, Jim Jarmusch. It felt like an older movie than 2007 to me.
See, I think it's more of a '90s one because it really felt like
Yeah.
a David.
Side
It
profits,
felt,
As I
look it
remember-
up.
Well, I
it felt
saw
like an early David O. Russell movie to me.
Oh,
Like-
absolutely.
Like this
Yeah.
is the thing he made before he made Three Kings. Like
he made Flirting with Disaster before he made Three Kings.
right,
which
no,
is-
I
that's
almost
what I'm
picked
saying.
He
one
made
time.
Spanking the Monkey before that.
Flirting with
Right,
Disaster was a very close. I almost picked that, but comedies
Like-
are tricky.
This movie, I remember when this movie came out, I saw it, and that was a time when, for some reason, I remember that time being very, very exciting for indie films. There was a lot of good,
Oh yeah.
really good indie films coming out. And I was pretty young at the time, and I was eating them up all with a
God
spoon.
bless you, sir.
And this one came out, and I thought, I didn't not like it. It was fine, but I was just kind of bored. I thought, well, you're not doing much. Like in competition with all the other films that were coming out at that time, I thought this was sort of a dud of sorts.
This was very much like, this is going to get played on IFC a lot movie. Like, you know, it's around the time that like Sundance was financing stuff, and IFC was financing stuff, and like we're a little bit past like Scotland, PA here. Like,
no,
that's a good movie. I love that film. This is like my favorite telling of Macbeth ever.
It's my second
This
favorite.
is Sundance Ouroboros. It's a snake. The Sundance makes the movie that plays in the Sundance.
No, it's the Hallmark movie of the Sundance Channel.
It's pretty much. There back then was an Ouroboros of these films that kind of fed into the indie crowd. And it's. But
I will say, this is a great cast uniformly. There's so many good actors in this film.
No one fudged it. And that's the thing. So,
and Jim, I do love Shannon Sossaman, even though she's not been in much. Like, I just think she has a personality. She's like
great.
She just has this authenticity, and she's beautiful, and it's effortless. It kind of feels like what a lot of, I don't know, indie queen actresses kind of like fake, but she doesn't have to me. I don't know.
She's the new Parker Posey. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'd want to say she's like a better Aubrey Plaza or something.
Oh, nice.
If she's the new Parker Posey, I really want to see what her Blade Trinity is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a huge, like, you can't replace Parker Posey. I think she's sort of an indie legend, you know?
Yeah, that's true. So what brought this on, Jim?
Actually, my stepson introduced it to me after I showed him Zardoz, which he loved.
Wow.
That might be the clip. That might be the clip.
That has to be the leap of logic I can't make in between these two movies.
I can see it. I can see it.
Okay. All right.
That is a sentence that could only happen on Yelling About Movies.
I don't know why I can see that, but I can see it too. I can.
Because right in the background of one of these scenes could be this gun statue.
Well, like, right behind Tad, that could be.
It could be right over here.
If it had cheap digital effects, maybe a floating head over the desert the entire movie, right?
And hold up that book.
And if somebody walked out of one of the like roadside places they stopped, especially the camp with Tom Waits, wearing the Zardoz, the leather thong thing, hey, you would have gone, yeah, okay, that fits with the rest of this movie.
By the way, does Borat owe like Zardoz for his like that idea?
For his,
well, maybe you need a gun belt, but everything aside from that is pretty good.
The Connery one fits better.
Oh.
Before we move off this, what I liked about this movie was every once in a while it would throw you a curveball. Like you thought you knew where it was going to go. And the best example I can think of is the scene where he drives away from the gas station and pulls the thing out of the gas pump.
Yeah.
The guy comes out with his, and he looks like he's ready to like fight him. Like, oh God, here we go.
No,
and that's not where it went at all.
Out the accident.
No.
It's like, no, you got to go fill out this ledger. You got to tell me what was going through your mind when you were driving away.
It turned into this fascinating story. It was great.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Dead Like Me?
No.
Oh yeah.
The last episode of the first season of Dead Like Me, they have to categorize all of the last thoughts. So they literally have these like boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of people's final thoughts, and like a lot of them are oh shit. A lot of them are like, I wish she loved me, or I wish I'd loved her, or something like that.
Oops.
Yeah, exactly. Or oh, what?
Or watch this.
It felt like that. It felt
hold
like that.
My beer.
Right. It felt like that. It felt like that to me. It felt like that part of Dead Like Me. We're gonna step back here and we're gonna really talk about like what's going on in your mind in these weird situations. And I thought that was really cool.
Also, I don't think Shea Wiggum is ever bad really either.
No, he's not. I love the fact we got through this entire movie without talking about was it Patrick Fugit? Not once.
He was fine.
He's
I know,
fine.
but
he's got a great look for this role.
Yeah,
he's a person he fits in perfectly. To happen to.
Yeah,
he's a guy. He's exactly.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Every man.
What happened to him? Because he did like Almost Famous, and then
Very little afterward.
He played a cop in some movie recently, but that was about it.
Yeah,
maybe he didn't want to do it anymore. Maybe he
Yeah.
didn't want to act anymore.
Also felt a bit like Short Term 12. I don't know why. I know why I came to that movie in my head, but that reminded me of that.
Because it's a desaturated movie in Southern California.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a genre. It's a genre. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
good pick though. Jim, good, like unexpected given your repertoire historically, but also still good.
Yeah.
Great. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it pretty much.
Yeah.
I must admit that the second time watching it, I didn't enjoy it as much as the first time. So it's not like something I would probably watch again.